Hello YouTube friends, welcome to the Red Parent channel. I am your host, Mary Ellen. This is an episode of Craft with Me where we are getting down to the last bits of the using up the remains of the junk journal round robin extras into a journal. That was not well worded, but you know what we're about. We're working on this journal here. Before we start, Cindy at Studio Lou is doing a junk journal mayhem series this month where she takes proper junk and makes ephemera out of it. And she did something with Ye Olde coffee filter the other day that inspired me because I really like coffee filters as a medium. They glue really well, they hold color really well, and she used the word tie-dye in her presentation, and I was seized by immediate desires to do all of the things. And so what she did was she did some sort of specific folding and then putting some ink down and then spraying it and then letting it dry. She also mentioned, and I'm going to use a handkerchief to demonstrate this because this is way too brittle and I'd have to wet it to make it work, and I'm not going to do that. So there is a method in tie-dyeing where you have the shirt, you put like a pencil, and you got to make sure that it's a pencil with a not a dead eraser, meaning that it's still kind of rubbery. You put it in the middle and then you twist it. And that twisting allows for a rosette to appear. And you would sort of do that and all the way around. And so in fabric tie-dyeing, what you would do is you would elasticize these into corners, and then you would put in each one of the triangles a different color. And so when you undo it, it has that fun swirl to it. So Cindy suggested that we would be able to do that with coffee filters. I immediately had to try it. So here is the finally dried coffee filter. So what have we done? First thing, I just want to sort of say this about that in terms of how pretty that is. That's the backside. The backside isn't all that much, but that's just really, it's really sweet. I like it. I'm sure there's an application for it, but I don't know what it is. So what did I do? I took the coffee filter, I wet it first, did roughly the same kind of gathering as I just showed you. This won't gather because it's a dry piece of paper. Once I got it into its form, then I had some Tim Holtz oxide spray, squirt, 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 and I flipped it over, and then I walked away. So it was already wet, so there is going to be color movement as the water evaporates. So the water evaporate is going to come up this way and it's going to kind of come out that way. So we're going to have that lift of color, and you can absolutely see that this is the base color, and then it's lifted up into the yellows, and then that's sort of the remains of a pink. So shall we open it? Let us open it. I need reinforcements with a cup of tea first. No idea how this is going. Ooh, purple is one of the other colors. Okay, so that folded over. Huh. Well, that 100% looks like tie-dye. Not bad for a first pass. It's very wrinkly. I'm just doing a bit of a hand press. There. Trying to figure out which is, I think this is the dye side. So I would want to do a couple more experiments. And as I'm looking for my card with all of my names on it, not mad at this at all. It's interesting how it's like a reddy purple that is coming out with the yellow. And this started off as like a brown, like that color of a brown. So anyways, there we are. Technique well worth trying. Back to where we were. Have I been doing so? I would like to know how to tie a bow where so that has a natural, that line goes that way, that line goes that way, and it's not straight. I would love a bow to look like that, and I don't know how to do that. So that's another one of the things we'll work on. So I used to have a tag here, and this is getting chunky now, and so it is infringing on the width. So I had to move the tag out, and I put it here. Just plugged it there. So the thing that we wanted to work on today, I think, was these two end pieces and putting some kind of foldy out bit. A foldy out bit. And I was going to search for fun paper that would really go, and then I realized the goal of this is to use up some of the scrap. So I had to revise my view, and we're back to looking at the bin. So Franken paging might be involved today. Also, not gonna lie, there is a lot of mess happening over here. A lot. It's a cool day. Not cold cool, but what do we call it? Seasonal temperatures. We've resumed seasonal temperatures, is what I'm going to say. Maybe, I'm not really sure. Box, Earl Grey. I would love to make a journal out of that. Not today. Not today. Not today. There. Got that. Also, here are my stamps. I'm just putting them all up to the top here. We've got just such a mess. Those don't work. What is this? Oh, yeah. So that goes. Let's have a look here. Ooh. Here's the bits. Here's the bits. I knew they were around somewhere. Just had to go down a couple of layers. That might not work because it's a bit thick. There, and then down to here. And while probably doesn't count, I'm going to include them because they're fun. And those, but not that. Anything else? Anything else do we have? I'm gonna say no. Oop. There. Oh, that's from this month's. Okay, good enough. We'll have to do something with this then. We'll have to. Okay. So let us sort by size. That is a test piece of something. And type. So I could always revert back to this, which I think is a premier piece. Got the blue, the orange, and the yellow. Got this. I'm gonna pass on these two because they are cover-like in their material type. That I always use. Bits and strips. Ooh, that's a nice one. Okay, yeah, we'll have enough. We totally have enough. Let's see, these are all photographs. Oh, it's a house. Okay, we should be able to make something out of all that. So I need sort of 2 additional pages for doing at least. This would be interesting to use because this comes from a book that is about houses. Or I could just do that. Maybe it doesn't need to be all that complicated. I'll get there eventually. That might be fun. Okay. I think we've got a plan. So we'll use these 4 bits. And get this out of the way. And beside one. Come on. I think one of the things I look forward to the most when I finish off a journal is the space cleaning that happens. There's this sort of natural encroachment of all of the bits. And to do that final cleanup is always really nice. There. Ooh, I'm going to use the scissors. There, that, 1, 2, and then the 3, 4, doesn't matter. So, what do I want to do now? Kind of want to do that. And I want to do that. Cut that off at about there. Oh yes, that'll give me ample. And flip it over. Theoretically, all we would need to do is that. We can always change plans, can't we? Let's do that. Let's glue this card down somehow. And that will be the start. There, all right. There, 1. I'm using the high test. Why am I doing that? I'm doing that so that so we're just going to cut that off. That, and we're going to plunk that down there. Okay, that's very squeaky. There, I'm going to pop that over like that, and then this can be just a strip down like that. That would be hilarious. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. I want to have a little bit more color. Wow, stop fiddling. So what do I've got to do today? Well, apart from the normal faffing around, etc., etc. I want to go to Canadian Tire because more than just tires. I need some plants. Wow, all right, stop. There we are. There. I could fold it over, but I'm not gonna. I think there is no rhyme or reason. There is why. It's like, oh, I'm gonna do that because. But then there are other things that it's like, I don't even know. Okay, and then I wanted to do that. Good enough. I think I got to do some rhubarb this weekend. That is never a burden. There, okay. So we've got that is a flippy out. So it starts out that way, flips out that way. We've got space there, technically space there if we wanted to use it. We've got that. Now let's flip to the back end, which is going to be another bit. There. What do I want to do on the tail end? So. Let's put this back in the center. So that's kind of plain. Ooh. Would not be opposed to that. Or opposed to that. And then you can flip that open. There. Yep, okay. Do that again. There, that's a lot of glue. There. I kind of want to do that. Or I can move it over a bit, can I? Just to make it fun and irregular. There. Nope. Moving all the heck over. Okay, stop. Okay, stop. Okay, we can do that. There. Okay, so what did I want to do? I want to do this one first. Just a hair over that. And so that's going to go to there. Or I can do that, which may be nicer. That might be nicer. Woo, Nelly. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Here, pat, pat, pat. Oof, it's still gluey. Where's the eraser that will bring everything up? We'll give you these little rolling beads though. But a small price to pay for removing the high-test glue. Yep. There we are. Technically, we could still write on that though. Okay. And then that needs to fold back wherever the fold line is. Fold line is right there. Just like that, just like that. And where's Doodlebug? Here's Doodlebug. Doodlebug would be just fine there, I think. There. Deliberately not on the absolute straight. So I want to put that, where do I want to do that? I'll put that right there. Let's try. So what do I want to try? I want to try and cut out one of these little faces and put it on top. For no other reason except whimsy. Oh, that works a treat. Perfect scale. There. Woof! That is a lot of goop come out. Okay. That would be so fun. So we are going to just stick that there. There. Need some kind of backing at some point. So how far over is she going to be? She's going to be like that if we do that. We're just going to tear it. There. And that will be all good enough. It's just something fun to look at, as Rachel might say. Here we are. So we've got some bits, some very last bits left. Okay. Now it's going to come down like that. Maybe this blue. I'm just sticking stuff on now because I can. Hey Grace, what's you doings? That is Gracie going at her scratch pad. I'm gonna move this basket just a hair over this way. Or, there we are. I think it's because the blue matches. Might be able to do that. Could hinge it. Let's do that. Let's do that as a hinge. Sure, we can do that. I'm gonna do that to there. There. Do that. That's going to go like that. Then this is going to go like that. I was able to take Gracie out yesterday, and there were no chipmunk incidents. Very pleased to report. Oh, yeah, that looks all right. I think it goes that way. So this card is quite thick. And I know the Tim stuff is quite thick as well. I don't know, I just want to put that there. I just want to I'll have to see what his paper. I don't want to cover up that blue bit. I'm just going to do that. There. This, okay. Got that. Now, where's my bit? It's been kicking around here since I punched it out. Here it is. I would love to be able to do that. Maybe what we do is cut it. So I don't want it to interfere so much with the feathers, and we didn't cut it on the straight because that's still a curve. There we go, that's better. Good enough. Good enough. So I've been on about wanting to do this French journal, and it hasn't left my mind as the thing that I want to do, but I realize that I haven't started a, let's do that, my sort of munchy crunchy summer journal where all of the stuff just goes in for my summer. So I might have to do a quick and dirty make of the journal before I get to the French journal. So the house can go there for sure. Might be able to make a pocket out of it. Okay, let's make a pocket. I think let's make a pocket. Oh, this is how things just take a while to finish. Oh, is that so? What's the trouble? Are you sure? Well, I wouldn't believe it if you didn't tell me. Oh, come on. Okay, so there we go. That's what I wanted. There. I just want some help with the foldy over. There. What am I doing? I'm doing this. There. And also super narrow. There. Oh, in the bottom. There. Okay, now we're good. So there's one edge. There's two edges. I do hope there's something that I can put in here as a pocket. I think I probably will be able to have something left. Put that in. Okay, so what do we want to do here? First thing we want to do, Oh my goodness sakes, are you sure? What's the problem? Oh, I'll be right back. You want to sniff? Well, come on. Okay. There you are. Bless us sakes. So what was that fuss about? That fuss was about she, Gracie, wanting the front door open. So I have a screen on the front door and she can just sit there in the comfort of her house and survey all and be the queen of all she surveys. I am seriously considering getting one of those speak buttons. Don't know how smart she is to be able to figure out how to use it. But it would be really fun to give her a button to ask for that service to be provided to her. Because I am, if nothing else, the concierge for her life. And without words, she will meow, and I'm not opposed to meowing. But when the meows, when I am doing something else, that's usually what ends up happening. I'm doing something else. I gotta do that on an angle, because that's got the pocket in it. Or not. Or we just do that. I'm not sure. I'll figure it out. What was I talking about? Gracie, yes. So, if I am not as responsive as I ought to be, or at least to her standard of responsiveness, she will start jumping. And she can jump, not making this up, to the top of a door. And she will stand at the front door and she will do that jumping. And when that fails, she will start doing some scratching. And I would super appreciate it if she didn't scratch the paint off the walls, which apparently she is capable of doing, because she has happily demonstrated that. Oh, I'm stepping on it, that's what's the problem. Okay, so how do we want to do this? We want to do that. And I'm just going to make that spot so it can go around that curve, and we're all good. Okay. See how magically the noise stops when she gets what she wants. And this is how animals train humans. Though I understand that, and I am, just to reassure everybody, I don't get trained for all of the things. Even concierges have the right to say no to their guests. And I don't mind having her having access to outside, because that's, what do they call it? Enrichment, space enrichment. You can watch all the things. There we are. More or less. Do that. Here. Way too high. Any other? Oh, here's one. Oop. That one might be a bit too dark. Do that though. And we could use that for the top. Yep. Okay, pat, pat, pat. Oh, I moved my stapler again. There. Uh-oh. So I'm reporting back that my stapler is out of staples, and I have no idea where my extra staples are. Now what do I do? Well, what would Rachel do? Rachel would do the following. Okay, she would sew it. Oh, I love this. I loves it. What color do I want to use? Brown? Let's use the brown. Sure, why not? We do not need a length that much to do a little bit, but I want to have the needle in a sort of a threaded state, so when I open this up I don't have to keep doing this. Oh, come on. There we are. Okay. Now, I'm just gonna jiggle you a bit, sorry about that. Nope, not yet. Not yet. Now yet. Okay, so we've got all that. All that. The small ends. Boop. Boop. That's a dot mess. Let's clean it up first. Okay, where are we here? Where'd the needle go? Here. Okay, so we are going to do this. Do one. We can just do one if we want. But I'm just going to loop it again because I can. Oops. Oops. There. Pull that. Cut that. Okay. Set that gently down there. And now I have a needle that is threaded, which is super exciting. Oh, I love having a needle and thread here. It's so handy. There. Okay, now back to previously scheduled programming. One. There. Here's that. Then come on. There. There. Wow, that was a lot. Come here. Tuck that in there. A lot going on in that fold, but that's okay. Anything else we have left? Colorful squares. I'm not opposed to having that there. Or that or that. Some nice blankies. No, I don't think so. Just gonna look to see if there's anything else that's left here. Not really. There's photographs. Okay, so this one I would like to do, whoops, crash bang. Oops. There. There. What do I want to do here? Okay, that's what we'll do. This is the offcut from the other one. If we can get it peeled. And I think we can. There we are. Oh, I have so many sewing projects to do this weekend. Oh, oop. Keep that aside for a minute. Here's the other one. Whew. So I have bought a piece of really nice Blue Jay swag. It's a light K-way coat. And as with all things, things don't necessarily always fit. They fit close enough. Like, it was the size that fit the least weirdly, and I wanted it. So I purchased it, and now I'm in the process of having to modify it so that it fits me. And that's what the chore is for the weekend. Now, we all know, well, maybe we don't. Maybe we don't all know. What I would love to do is gently put some of these things away so I can get my space reclaimed. Always be knowing. Here, I'll put that in there. That's up like that. That's up like that. Oh, that's where that went. Found another eraser. What am I doing? Here, looking for my crowns. We could stamp it over the ears. Don't see why not. Let's try. There is no reason to not. And I also want to put that little bit on. Don't know why I'm always, so we are going to be bold, and we're going to throw that little bit out. All together now, anything worth doing is worth overdoing. I wonder. Or we could just plunk it up there. Yeah, let's go high. It's the wrong direction. There. Oh, didn't like that jump. Okay, where's the other little piece of plastic that it goes with? You know what I mean, jelly bean? Here it is. And I want to do this. Sure, we'll do it that way. There. That feels better. if we wanted. Whoops. There. It's going to stick down the bottom, but that's fine. That's fine. Okay. That was weird. Yeah, we're going to do that. Like that. And then this like this. There, that looks fun. Oh, we've gone way, way over. Look at us. We're at 68 minutes. That is me getting so involved in what I'm doing that I literally lost track of time. So I think we are, though, I think it was worth taking the extra time because I think we are done. I don't think there's anything else that we need to put in here. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay. So I think we can call this one done. We've got as much as we possibly could used. I don't know how to do that. We're gonna have to look it up on the internet. So we've got as much of the junk journal around Robin stuff used, and we've got a second journal out of it, which I think is pretty fun. So I'm still getting to the point where I want to do the French Paris journal, so we'll probably have to do a little bit of prep for that, and then I need to just bash some pages together for a summer journal, which is just a place to be able to trap all the fun things, the bits and pieces and whatnot of the summer. I did one before, and I really enjoyed it. It was really nice to be able to sort of trap the ephemera of summer and put it into a summer-specific journal. Anyways, it's 70 minutes. We're going to be days uploading this. That is all for now. Please take very good care of yourself. Stay out of trouble. Love you lots, and I will see you soon. Bye now.